Tiny Tiger. Originally the first boss of Crash Bandicoot 3 and the one boss that I have the most fond memories of. Well, I'm gonna get to kick his butt. Anyway, hey everybody, Dragon King Mark here, and welcome to part 13 of Crash Bandicoot the N.Sane Trilogy. Crash, just give me a minute, okay? Last time, we managed to beat Unbearable and all the other rooms in this place, in this warp room. We even discovered a little secret area, an alternate start to Road to Ruin, or Unbearable. I can't remember which one. I think we also had to retrack back to one of the levels because I missed the key, because I missed the crystal. Anyway, now we're gonna take on Tiny Tiger. I hate when that happens. He doesn't pay attention to his surroundings. I understand that. Now, Tiny Tiger is probably one of my favorite of the bosses because this is his first debut. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Okay, not the best move. Oh, I get it now. Crap. Ha! You joined with me. I gotta be quick on the draw. Okay, this is actually gonna be a bit more tougher than I thought. Oh, he can do the same thing. Okay. I can't believe that worked. So it looks like I gotta time it so he falls too. Crap. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot more tougher than I thought it would be. Sucker! I think I prefer 3's version where you basically have to hit him when he comes back. So, what have I been doing today? Honestly, not that much. I mean, I finally finished watching Voltron a while back, and honestly, that was insane. I mean, the last few episodes were just nuts. No! I almost had him. So yeah, the last few episodes of Voltron, yeah, it was a short season, but I thought it was a pretty good one. Like, we got to see more of Prince Lotor, we got to see a bit more of his plans. And from what I'm able to figure out, he's going to be a lot different than his counterparts, where I think he wasn't happy to see what happened to his dad, but he's like not happy to see his dad come back, but he's going to pretend and then eventually take him out. Because it's building up. It's building up for Lotor to be a traitor. Sucker. I'm really going to be excited. But the final episode actually gave us a bit of a backstory for Zarkon and why he turned bad. And it's sad, really. I mean, of all times without phone. Alright, come on. So, like, what did I like about it? The season was short, but we got to see some interesting character development. Like, well, Ah! What happened with Shiro and like Keith stepping up, as well as some interesting development from Lance of all people. And I gotta admit, I liked it. I mean, the character development was pretty good. I wish we could have seen a bit more of Pidge's brother. I think we all had the thought that Pidge's brother was gonna be the next Paladin. Just saying. I wouldn't have minded. I mean, we could have gotten a bit more character development from Pidge. I mean, we could have figured out more about Pidge's past, like, what, like what was, I guess, like how Pidge would act and how the group would act with Pidge's brother on the team. Plus, how will the team act with Pidge's brother? With their brother, I mean, just wondering. Yes! Sorry, Tiny, I win. Tiny tricked. Oh, that's just cruel. That's just cruel, man. So, yeah. Those episodes, I mean, Shiro, what happened, Lotor and his group, they're starting to become a bit more prominent, and I gotta admit, I'm curious to see how that meteor thing's gonna play into the series. If they're gonna bring back the other Voltron. There was like another type of form of Voltron from the old school, the one that involved dragons. I think this is Colicon. Hanging out, digging it. Cold hard crash, ruination, behaving. Go behave. Let's go to hanging out. So yeah, Voltron. Really want to see more of season 4. Can't wait for season 4. Wonder how. I feel like it might be a civil war or going like an enemy mine with the Galra or something. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. Oh yeah, I've mostly been playing, I've actually been playing a lot of, games lately. What the? There we go. Hold on. Sorry. Turns up with this controller. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of... Not see that coming. I've been playing a lot of Steam games. And one of the games, as it turns out, is a free game called Path of Exile. Damn it, Crash, don't saunter! I definitely might have to get a new controller at this rate. Dang it! So honestly, like, so like, Path of Exile, what do I think about it? Well, it's a Diablo-esque game. Honestly, that's amazing. And honestly, I feel it's a pretty fun game. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, granted, it's a lot more difficult, and don't get me started on the skills. Like, the skills in that game, you can build whatever the hell you want. Like, if you're a pure strength guy, you want to be ranged, you can do that. That sounds pretty damn cool. But then there's like the whole mechanics for it, like you can't figure out what build you want to be. If you want to be like a full-on tank, you can do that, but like, the build in that game, holy crap! When I first saw it, it was what do I do? And I started off as the Templar, who's like the Magic Knight class. I know it's gonna be a bit crazy, but I wanted to see it. Checkpoint. No. Yes. So honestly, like, what am I gonna think about it? Like, I mean, it's a fun game. I mean, it's a fun dungeon crawling game. It also pokes fun at Blizzard for some of the stuff it did. Like, no! I thought I could clear that. So yeah, I thought I could. So yeah, Path of Exile. Honestly, it's a great game. I mean, it made fun of Blizzard. Like, I read up on TV tropes about, like, okay, that was dumb. On TV shows about the whole announcement for when Blizzard announced the Necromancer. TV shows was like, G3 was like, hold my beer. And then it announced the Fall of Oriath shortly after. Which is basically a free update. So I'm like, sweet. Move. Yes. I mean, they announced the Fall of Oriath shortly afterward, and I'm like, damn, son. They just wrecked them. No! Mother Scrag! Game over. So yeah, I mean, I'm having a blast with Path of Exile. I mean, I think I may be making my Marauder my main. I want to go with Templar because I've kind of gotten used to the totems, but I don't know what to ascend them into. And this game, if you have no idea how to play Path of Exile and understand the mechanics of how to allocate your skills, you're going to be in for it. Because the skill mechanics of that game are insane. So honestly, like, what are my thoughts about it? So far it's a good game. Very fun. Very addicting too. I mean, you can get into... Dang it! I mean, you can get into it. It's really fun. I tried downloading Dreadnought last night. I wasn't able to actually get into it because I had to sign in to make an account for the game. Granted, I could also sign in with my PlayStation Plus account, which I might actually do. I might re-download it later. Haha! So what are my personal thoughts? I mean, like, Dreadnought looks like a fun game. I mean, you can ride in ships and kill people with them. Well, spaceships, that's just amazing. I always wanted to be a pilot. Well, a pilot of a massive... Yes, for that. Oh, part of like a massive cruiser that can blast holes like Swiss cheese. I could fulfill my Star Wars fantasy. Now, if only there was a mod to play Star Wars with it. Or the Star Wars ship designs. Oh well, I got Stellaris for that. Speaking of Stellaris, I actually am interested in getting it because of the recent patch for it. Involving synthetic fallen empires. Yes, you can have a fallen empire be basically like Skynet. That would be awesome. That would just be crazy. The game's only gonna get harder from here, Mark. You just gotta calm the frick down and just do. I cleared that. Okay, this is gonna be a lot more tricky than I thought. So, honestly, like, Stellaris itself, building your own empire sounds like a fun game. I mean, being able to build your empire. I played Civ, I played Endless Legend, I love that kind of stuff. I need to go back to play Endless Space now. I mean, Endless Space 2's done, I really want to try it out. Haha! Dang it! I think I'm freaking cocky. Oh yeah, I've recently been getting into Generator X. I know this has nothing to do with Stellaris, but just humor me on this. I got into Generator X after I wrapped up Grenadier, and I was like, what other show can I watch that is good? I mean, it's not anime, but it's still great. I mean, it's still amazing. So I thought, Generator X. Yes! And what do I like about that show? It was made by the guys who made Ben 10. The original Ben 10, not the crap one that it is now. Sorry, Ben 10, new Ben 10 fans, but with what's going on with Cartoon Network, you gotta go back to the old school stuff. Like, you gotta go back to old school. You gotta understand. Speaking of old school, I actually found out, I'll go back to Generator X in a sec, but I actually found out something fairly interesting. What the hell is this? Well, I got the crystal. Let's dive down deep. If this is a death course, I'm gonna be pretty... Oh, yeah, this is a death course. I'm suddenly glad I got that. Move. No! Screw it. So honestly, like Generator, so going back to what Generator Rex, what do I like about it? I mean, it is fun. I mean, it's like a great show. I mean, this was made back when Man of Action actually did good stuff. You know, back before they messed up with... Back before, you know, they messed up with what happened with Ben 10. Honestly, like, really, Generator Rex was like the last good show that they made. I mean, Omniverse was okay, just they messed up a few things with it. I feel they could have done better. I really thought they could have done better. No one can replace Dwayne McDuffie. Nobody. So, what do I like about Generator Rex? I mean... Ah, crap. Yeah, screw all that. I'm not doing it. That was uncalled for. Come on. So, honestly, like, what exactly am I up... So, what exactly do I like about Generator Rex? I'm putting this up, I'm sorry. Well, the character designs are all cool. They definitely look good. They definitely look a lot better than what some of the rest of the stuff Man of Action did, but... Yes! So, honestly, like, I like the characters. Rex was funny, but he was also, like, insecure with his nanites. And in a world where basically everyone's infected and you can just eventually become an Evo one day, it's scary. But I love the Hunter Kane episode, really. That really showcased a bit of some stuff that I don't think most shows ever talk about with racism. I mean, yeah, I don't blame Hunter Kane for hating the world for what happened. Just not like that. I mean, like, killing Evos is just a bit messed up. Hang on. Hang on a sec. I apologize, the phone was ringing. So yeah, I mean, like, Hunter Kane, I thought he was a pretty interesting villain. I mean, yeah, he was kind of a jerk, and he was kind I mean, he killed Evos. I mean, I wonder what that, I mean, I'm just curious to see how that was gonna go. I mean, like, I was just wondering, like, I mean, Rex having to deal with someone who honestly didn't want Providence. What the... Dang it! This is not my day. But, I mean, like, Kane was a fairly interesting antagonist. Plus, Ironically enough, I found out he was voiced by John Cena. I never knew that. I thought the voice sounded familiar. I'm like, wait, where have I heard that voice before? And then I recognized it as John frickin' Cena. So, yeah, I mean, that episode was just chock full of crazy stuff. I mean, I really liked one quote Bobo said, "Humans are sheep. I just shear them and make them a coat." It really kind of shows that mankind, like, mankind really is sheep at times. Like, they don't I mean, they'll follow anyone that thinks will make them feel safe. I also liked how Noah was calm about all this. Like, he didn't, like, he understood that Rex wasn't the monster that Kane wanted everyone to think he was. Shit. Stinking plants. It really kind of, it really gave you, like, the impression that not everybody was okay with Providence, and how he stirs up a frenzy. Like, there are people like that in the world. People who will take the law into their own hands. Honestly, I was kind of hoping that this other show, Monster Musume, actually did something like that. Like, when it came to the extra species, have like someone who basically is like, he doesn't care about what he doesn't really trust the extra species given what they can really do. And he sees the danger in it. He also thinks that the government is kind of useless considering the fact that they... Well, you've seen Smith. I think we all can understand that at times she can derelict her duty. A bit of realism, you know? At the same time, I also know for a fact that that'll probably never happen. They'll focus so... Shit, what the... Okay, I didn't know that. I did not know that. So, okay, I can't go there. So I gotta go here then. Oh, I can't get stung by the bee. Got it. But really, I also liked at the end of the episode, Rex proved to them that he wasn't the monster that they all thought he was. And I really like that. Especially that quote that one guy says, "You showed us that we don't have to be afraid, but sometimes there's always a way. Sometimes you just gotta ask for help." Son of a... I mean, yeah. What would I have liked to see in Monster Musume? I guess go a bit darker. I mean, yeah, not grim dark. I mean, just like darker that starts getting like a bit real, I guess. Like, I know how the guy is doing great when it comes to categorizing the species as they would if they existed, and how like how I guess society would deem that.
Game over.
This is the second to last warp room, I think, and then afterwards it's Cortex again. So yeah, I wouldn't have minded if there was like during the dangerous extra species arc, they could have added like more. Like, I know afterwards it's gonna be going back to the fan service and stuff with the recent chapters, but I wouldn't mind if they actually, you know, like dug deeper, like discuss, like there's like a plot in here underneath all the fan service, like potential. I would have minded if they actually, you know, discussed a bit more about like the like how most people would not really be okay with extra species, like having to remodel your house for them, and like the dangerous extra species. Like, I want to see like someone like someone from the before the monsters were made public, like show how dangerous things were back then, and have like that person be I guess like Stain, hero killer Stain. He goes around hunting down extra species. So he starts with the dangerous kinds, knowing that there are indeed good, but he doesn't really trust all of them. That guy would pretty much see all extra. He doesn't. Having to be a bit more dynamic, like have him be like the kind of guy that sees extra species as dangerous because of what they can do. At first, he'd hunt down extra species, right? The dangerous kinds, like hunt and get rid of them. But then after a while, he started to go a bit more dark. He started to get darker. Like he started going after the dangerous kind. So much so that the government actually sees him as something of a terrorist for his actions. And like maybe like explore a bit more about what the world was like before the extra species were accepted. Like, what was it like? It could not have been easy, and there's still loopholes. Or better yet, have the guy basically be like have the guy basically be like an officer who, or basically be like an ex-police officer who was like, he's seen some of the bad stuff extra species can do, and when he sees the government's not doing anything to stop him, like, he decides, you know what, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands, and he's gonna start like taking on the criminals. Although he takes it a bit step further by actually incarcerating and or injuring them. He doesn't care about the law. Ah! I mean, like, have him be like a vigilante. Someone who takes the law into their own hands when the law can't do it. He doesn't care if he hunts the dangerous extra species. And he's more than willing to kill only the dangerous kind. But have him come into contact with the cast and have them, I guess, deconstruct their tendencies, like how they are Are you serious? Like have him like call out the girls for basically their antics, like yeah, I mean, like something like that. It would be fairly interesting to see where it goes. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Ah! Come on! That B. So, how would a character like that go? I mean, like, a character that could basically be like, I mean, like a dark character, like, he would be like a darker version of Smith. Serious, does not take no for an answer, and basically, he does care about the law. It's just oh, that was close. Please tell me the crystal's here. Please tell me the crystal is here. Yes. Oh, thank God, that stupid bee. Oh. Okay, I did not know that. So yeah, like, honestly, I would be fairly interested to see where it goes. I mean, like, if there was a character like that, like someone who was like a darker version of Smith, like someone who follows the law, he just takes it in his own hands. And it would also like give some conflict to the story, like have him be a rogue who, mother frick, like have the guy be like a rogue agent who took matters into his own hands and basically was just like, screw it. If the government's not gonna see how dangerous this is, I will, and I'll take on the dangerous extra species. Like, he doesn't want to get innocents involved, and he's more or less content with, killing. Would get a bit too dark, though. Not too dark, like... What?! He stung me, and I call bullcrap. I hate this level so much. Have I mentioned that yet? Frick! Crap. Good. I hate these plants. I hate this level. Yes! Made it. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to, I'm going to go back there for that gem. So yeah, I mean, like, I mean, that would be kind of cool. Like, a character who would be a dark version of Smith who takes matters into his own hands, but he does have some honor. He doesn't kill innocents. I guess call him a vigilante. Like Batman. Okay, maybe not like Batman. Actually, Batman does kill. He has killed. If you kind of look deep enough, some of the stuff he's done, he can kill someone.
Crash, I haven't got much time. Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something's not right with his statements. Beware of the tricks he's trying.
Well, cold hard Crash. Let's do it. But yeah, I mean, Monster Musume, it's softcore hint. It's softcore porn. We all know it, especially uncensored. Honestly, like, I hope if they do make a season, if they do, I like hope later down the line it starts getting, it starts really getting good. I mean, I really want to see that, like, or maybe like a vigilante group that, or like maybe like add a vigilante group that basically is like, they don't want to follow the rules of the society that because of, I guess, like, they don't want to follow the rules of society. They're like a group of extra species who basically are, after seeing how the law can basically be like, they're basically like skirting the law, but at the same time they're basically like, they have like rights and stuff. I mean, yeah, the law is still messed up, but I don't know. I mean, like, how would it go? Tough to say. Like, show both sides of a conflict. Like, I want to see like a conflict between like the species and humans. I mean, I know it's gonna be fan service. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind the fan service, but let's just say I also like fan service with some. With fan service with a pretty decent plot. Like, take this RP idea that me and my friend have. It's based like Monster Musume, but it's like at first it acts like Monster Musume, like it introduces the girls, the cast, and my guys. But it also starts going to some darker material later on, because like my idea I mentioned with that guy in that terrorist group, it starts dealing with that, and it also starts branching off into a overarching storyline with the main lead, and how he's hiding some secrets involving the group that he kind of, well, has known about. Dang it! That's just funny. So yeah, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Like, have like a group that is opposing the government because of what? Because of like, some people believing that the government is just completely worthless. Like, they're not really doing their job. I mean, that would be fairly good. That would be kind of cool, honestly. That'd be amazing. And how my guy is basically, he does care about the girls that he's with. Just, he has his own past that he doesn't want to talk about. And later during the story, we learn about that past, what he was forced to do, and how he's kind of just, you know, he's kind of disgusted with what he had to do. I mean, he doesn't, I mean, he can understand, I mean, like, we learn about each of the girls' backstory, and we also learn a bit more about, like, why they're doing what they're doing. Like, why they wanted to join with the extra species program, and why they're, you know, wanting to help. Dang! I got 2 extra lives, that's good enough. Well, screw that! Whoa! Bad porcupine. Got it. So, yeah, I mean, like, our IP idea kind of combines both the world of Monster Musume and the world of Torquise. Like, and a few other, characters from, like, other species, other series too. But really, it also delves into some topics that, like, the author from author of both those series doesn't discuss. I mean, One Piece is a good manga. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna keep going. I also want to see how Fate Extra Fox is. I mean, I want to know where that is going. From what my friend told me, it's gonna get real. I really hope, though, that last encore for Fate Extra Last Encore doesn't involve more Nero. I mean, I hope it doesn't follow Fate X Stella Zero, because honestly, that was just... Because honestly, Fate X Stella was just complete garbage. Fate X Stella Zero, they had to rewrite everything. They had to retcon everything just to make room for that. Dang it! This is gonna suck. So honestly, like, what do I mean, like, honestly, my thoughts, like, honestly, like, the recent summer event for Fate Grand Order, my friend didn't like it. The Nero wank. They cater too much to Nero. I mean, the twin tail thing is pretty cute. Don't get me wrong, just less about Nero, come on. Just give me a break. I mean, a lot of people like Nero. I personally would... What the frick? I was nowhere near that explosion. Just, honestly, like, I'm curious, like, my personal thought about Nero is that, they could have done the Rome arc of Grand Order a lot better. Like, come on. They really could have done better with Nero's arc. Or, you know, fire the... I mean, have Nasu write it. Because honestly, Nasu writes great. He writes amazing. Oh! I did not know I could do that! If I had known I could have done that, I could have saved me a whole lot of time. Whoop. So, like, I'm kind of curious, like, Fate Grand Order, like, it's still good. Wish they would cater less to Nero. Cater a bit to Tamamo, I mean, come on! He needs it. She needs the attention. I mean, give her an event involving the other alter egos. The alter ego Tamamo 9. Give them an event. I mean, come on. We gave one for CCC, for the CCC event, and honestly, that was Suzuka's time. I wouldn't mind if they actually, you know, brought him. Oh boy. That was close. Wait, where's the crystal? I don't think I got the crystal yet. Oh, there it is. Yoink. Son of a... I got 2 extra lives. Okay. I was curious, like, what the hell is this? Dang it! The porcupine's close to go away. So honestly, like, how do I explain? Wait. Aha! More Wumpa! I got no chance in hell. Okay, maybe I do have a chance in hell. I mean, oh yeah, what was this? Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot more Secret World Legends lately. I'm almost completing the event, the Whispering Tides event. Yes! So, yeah, Secret World Legends, great game. Jesse Cox did a thing called The Park, which was a VR thing that tied into the Secret World. Recommended you try it out. I recommend you try it out too, it's a great game. So, yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I don't know. What else to discuss? Oh yeah, I've been trying to get a job at get medical coding. Like, I'll explain that next time. I'm getting a bit tired. So, I think I'll call it here for now. We got like 2 levels and finally the boss, and Jin. So yeah, I'm Dragon King Mark. I will see you guys tomorrow. Give a like, a comment down below, hit that bell icon if you want to see more of my stuff. Check out my other videos if you want to. I mean, I did Dust and Listing Tail, Guacamelee, Shantae, that's kind of like my most popular one right now. I did a bit of Grim Fandango. Not really a whole lot, but it was enough to get a lot of good views. And I will see you guys tomorrow, in which I will, you know, continue on with this game and just, you know, beat it. Try to beat these levels and, you know, take on that Jin. Okay, later.